Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I am due for brakes. I need to change my brakes, my 2015 Kia Sedona. So I'll be doing that today on Christmas Eve because I'm gonna be going out of town on Thursday. So gotta make sure my brakes are done. So I was working on it and I was doing the lug nuts with this thing right here. These lug nuts are stuck on there, so I'm gonna go to AutoZone and go pick up a 21mm socket and hit it with my impact gun, and then we'll get back to the video. See you guys then. So I went to AutoZone, and of course I got me my 21mm socket to take out the lug nuts on the Kia Sedona, and then I got me brake pads at O'Reilly's, which I went to O'Reilly's because I get a discount. So they look beefy, lifetime warranty, and also need some glass cleaner. So Groot's Garage glass cleaner. So let's see how it works. It says it's a new item. I've never seen this brand before, so if you guys used it, let me know. I'm gonna try it out. I guess I'll give you guys some reviews on how it looks and how I like it. So see how it comes out. So let's get to it on taking off these brakes. And sorry about that loud music, neighbors over there. So let's get to it. I'm gonna jack up the van, and then I'm gonna start removing off the rims, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so after taking off the wheel, I was gonna change out my brakes because I thought they were already low, and looking at them, they're somewhat low, but they're not all the way bad. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, that shit's hot, but it still got some meat on them. So I don't know, man. I probably will just change them out right now since I'm already here and I already got the rim on. But from what I know, you just gotta take off these two bolts right here. There's gonna be one right here, one down here. I believe they look like they're at 14. So let me go get my 14 wrench, and then I'll take it off. Take these bolts off. So I guess on these brakes, I want to say they're the stock Kia. They come with these little clips, so I guess it holds the brake pads together. It actually makes kind of sense, actually. So there's that. Don't forget, when doing this, if you just drove your car, it's gonna be hot. So if you have gloves, I suggest using them. If not, you're gonna burn your fingers. Which actually mine aren't that hot, so. Now you always want to check your brake pads. Make sure they're the right size. Of course, they're gonna look a little bit different, different style depending on what kind of brand you got. So, like I said, I got these from O'Reilly's. They're the Brake Best Select ceramics. So, lifetime warranty. Um, Now they are the same. Uh, the only difference, like I said, they come with these little these brake pins. Not quite sure what they're used for, but from what I'm looking at, it kind of holds their brake pad together. So that actually benefit the brake pad actually. Don't quote me on that. All I said was I think. So, like I said, they look like they're the same. So I'm gonna take off the other one, take out these old hardware, and then put in the new hardware, and then yeah, let's do it. Right here on the new hardware, it has like these little, I don't know what you call it, but I'm banging it or hitting it so that way it curves, so that way it holds it in place on the brake caliper bracket, so that way it's not moving around. 'Cause sometimes when you put these on and you don't, they might tend to move or play around due to just the way the ride is, the way the street is. It might be bumping, all that bumpy, so that they're gonna tend to move around. So if you bang them in, they're gonna stay in place. So that's just a little tip. So yeah. Also, don't forget when you're doing your brakes, clean out your brake caliper. I got the AutoZone brake cleaner, so I'm gonna spray off my brake rotors and then wipe them down, so that way they'll be all. Making sure it's not warped. I feel grooves, but they're not too bad. So I think I should got my rotors machined, which I would suggest you do that whenever you guys do a brake, changing out your brake pads. I would suggest changing out your rotors or taking them to a shop to get them resurfaced. I'm not doing that right now, this very moment, but I would suggest it whenever you do a brake job. I mean, I feel grooves, but they're not too bad. So I think for now I'm just gonna put on the brake rotors. I mean, not the brake rotors, the brake pads, and call it a day on that. So I think maybe on my next brake job, I'll do that. So I'll just put these back on and then finish this side up. Off so I'm gonna put it back on this side, right? The brake rotor. You want to keep the little was the brake pad wear indicator right here, this little silver part. You want it to be on top. I took the old one off and it was facing that way on top. So I'm gonna do the same thing and put it the way it was. So yeah. Everywhere. The top. Almost forgot that. Let's put this. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright guys, so the brake pads are on. That's how it looks. Like I said, when you get this hardware, you want to bend these in right here. Come on, zoom in. You want to bend those in, just like I have them right there. Bend in, that way, that way. Did for the same side, same thing on the other side. Yeah, you see, the bend in. That one, somewhat bend in. And then same thing for this side. So, like I said, just bend them in. That way it doesn't move, it has no play. But the brake pads are on. That's how it looks. Like I said, also you also want that brake wear indicator kit, the brake wear indicator right on top of here. And that will always go on the inside, alright? Never place on the outside. It will always go in the inside. So that's that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my C-clamp, and with the old brake pad over there, I'm gonna place it in there, and then I'm gonna press those brake caliper pistons back. Now they don't look like they're any fancy brake caliper pistons, because I know some you need to screw them back in, or they have a special tool. At mine, they look like they're just the regular, just plain one. So just press them back in. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go get my C-clamp and start pressing them back in. Alright guys, so I was filming me putting back on the brake caliper, and then my wife called me, so cut the video. But nothing to it. Just put back on the brake caliper, you know, put back here on these two slots right here, put back on the two bolts, the 14mm bolts, screw them back on. You first want to do a hand tight, and then finish it off with the whether you're using a wrench, impact gun. So yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's really any difference to the other side. So that's about it. Putting on your doing a brake job on a 2015 Kia Sedona. So I probably will record the other side, but depending if there's not really a difference, which I doubt there would be a difference on the brake system setup, then I'll add it to the video. If there's not a difference, I'm not going to add it. If there is a difference, of course I add it. So that would, of course, put back on your rim, okay, the 5 lug nuts, put it back on there, take it off the jack stand, hand tighten first your lug nut studs, then go back in with, I have my little impact gun, so I'll finish off with that. But I will record me putting back on the rim. So, but that concludes doing a brake job on a 2015 Kia Sedona. If it's oh, and if it does sound windy on the mic, sorry about that. It's kind of windy outside right now. It's nice, but kind of windy. So yeah, so let me put this rim back on, and then that I could do my other side. And if it all depends if it's different setup, and that'll probably conclude today's video, guys. So Alright guys, so I finished a brake job on my 2015 Sedona, and I was taking off the lug nuts, and they were really on there, man. It literally broke my little tool, my little adapter, and have the little piece right here. Broke it. So yeah, they were stuck on there. So I'll put the little clip of it breaking it, and then but yeah, other than that, it was a easy job. The other side was the same thing, nothing different than the side I videotaped and explained about on how doing it. So that's gonna be for today's video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm still new to this, but I'm still gonna keep doing it. I love doing it. I love working on cars, so I'm not gonna stop doing this. And if you do, guys, and let me know what kind of other tips you guys have for me, because I always love feedback on what I could improve on, what could make my job a little bit, well, not my job, just a little bit easier on doing what I'm doing, like on working on cars, doing the brakes and all that. So just let me know, and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, other than that, I will see you guys later on.